Avatar: The Last Airbender might just be my favorite television show ever. Featuring real drama,
Oh, my cabbages!
complex characters,
My cabbages!
and some of the most satisfying story arcs in all of fiction.
My cap! Oh, forget
It has won countless fans the world over, spawning merch, a sequel series, and even a major motion pic. Okay, maybe we'll leave that one out. But when Diamond Select Toys announced a wave of figures based on the show's third season, I got super excited, so I asked them to send a few over for review. Aang, Katara, and Zuko at last arrived recently, and we're going to tear them open and check them out in just a moment. But first, I absolutely love the Rocketeer, and have for as long as I've known about it. So DST's wave of Rocketeer collectibles have had me pretty pumped since I knew about them too. The PVC gallery statue is in stores now, and Cliff Secord hasn't looked this good in a long time. I'm holding out for the Premiere and the Vinnie-Mate, but dang, this one sure is pretty too. I started buying Tweeterhead statues last year, and they're not making it very easy for me to stop. They revealed this amazing dark side on Facebook a few weeks ago, and pre-orders are open now. The Tweeterhead.com exclusive features removable shoulder pads, a standard fist hand, a mother box holding hand, and a final hand holding a tattered Superman cape. It also has an extra head portrait too. Can't wait for this one to come out. I love the packaging on Diamond's figures. It's much bigger than your average 6 or 7 inch figure packaging, leaving more room for artwork and making it feel like a more substantial item in general. If you're one of those folks who keeps figures in their packages, I suspect this is especially nice. It just makes for a better display. I don't keep figures in the package, but I still appreciate it. So how do these things look when you get them out of the package? I think they look great. The likenesses are close enough, with Aang coming the closest. There's a lot more articulation than you might think at first glance, both because of the way the joints are fashioned, and because all three characters have garments that come close to or completely cover the knees. And as for that joint construction, Katara and Zuko have sleeves that come pretty close, obscuring the elbows somewhat, but the biceps also have a small flap that overlaps the forearms, so that the actual joint is hidden at the inside of the elbow. It's a neat way to make it just a bit more convincing, a little more elegant. All three figures come with an element accessory, a wisp of air for Aang, a curved band of water for Katara, and a fireball for Zuko. These pieces look alright, but insofar as the intention was to let the characters hold them, I think they're a bit of a tough nut to crack. There are handprints in Katara's water, but I couldn't find a good way to get the thing to rest on her hands and stay up. I was able to put Aang's hands through 2 holes in the air, but it didn't look great. Zuzu's fireball is obtuse as well. It might seem like that would be a deal breaker, and maybe for some of you it is, but I don't mind displaying them without the elements. They look really great, and I can use my imagination anyway. Aang also comes with Momo, which is a fabulous touch, and I love having the little guy around getting up to mischief. You've got to expect these figures will sell well, so hopefully it won't be too long before we've got Toph, Sokka, Uncle Iroh, and more too, and dare I hold out hope for a large Appa at some point? Well, that's going to do it for this episode of The Toy Show. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Comics Nowcast, and for news, reviews, and anything related to comic books, comic movies, comic TV, and more, go to comics-now.com.